Hello, everyone. Jack Donjin YouTube channel. Hello. Let's talk about TikTok ban. Now, TikTok is a social media website that's popular for short form videos for people with very low attention spans to entertain and inform quickly. Sometimes the information is measured, sometimes not. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Most of the time, it's very annoying. And it's always seen by people, whether you like it or not, and unsuspectedly or suspectedly. Now, there's a possibility that it may be banned, and it's being said that tomorrow, Sunday, it will go dark. Today is Saturday, January 18, 2025. Now, because of sweeping legislation by the courts, various courts, the American people are very nervous about the app being banned because, well, a lot of people depend on it. Well, a lot of it, there's a lot of money that can be lost. Now, there's a lot of young people. When I say young, I mean under the age of 50, that are making their money off this app. And if it goes away, they could pretty much be completely buggered. They depend on this app, TikTok, for their very survival. They depend on it for entertainment. They depend on it for social relevance, for political science purposes, research purposes, and gags and challenges. These challenges are good and sometimes they're dangerous, but sometimes we get really entertained by these challenges. The challenge to keep TikTok is one that businesses would be losing money and a lot of people were unemployed if the ban were to go through. Tomorrow, the blackout that is supposed to happen in possibly about 6 hours will be devastating. This website, TikTok website, is like a bubble being burst in a major outlet for people to express themselves will be taken away. How long will it be taken away? Time will tell. Now, the incoming administration of Donald John Trump has said that he would like to give TikTok a 90-day extension. Now, the Supreme Court has said that it must be banned or sold. Right now, there's no buyer. It's rumored that Elon Musk wants to buy the app. It's also rumored that Mr. Beast wants to buy the app and a few others. Are they serious about making the purchase or not? Because, see, there's a First Amendment issue at play. Is it violating the law to keep TikTok going, to have this Chinese app that a lot of Americans enjoy and people all over the world enjoy? Is it a failure if it goes on quietly into the night, but it will not go on quietly into the night? It's an argument about free speech. We as well know a lot of users, former users of TikTok, have switching to Red Note and downloading it, learning Chinese. The Chinese app Douyin would be the TikTok equivalent in China. It is not like TikTok where it has mindless streams of entertainment and gags and challenges and salacious content, even sexually and explicit content. It is for the education of Chinese people. It has math and science and pride of the country and promotion of good quality personality traits you want a child to have. The Chinese version of the app is completely different. And TikTok does have some value in educational resources to give everyone, no matter what your age. But the influence is from the Chinese Communist Party. This has been proven that this app is run by the Chinese Communist Party. There are reports, lots of reports, that saying that this TikTok app has an American owner, though this man is suspected to be a member of the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. Now, the short-term website that is TikTok is a long-form website. For the saga that played out last year, but when it started rolling, we didn't know if it would be ended or not. Thank you. We had no idea. The government wants to ban TikTok because they don't understand it. Because they don't understand the children. And it's too much work to try to be cool, to hip, to see what's going on. The attention spans, the attention spans of myself watching the videos that have been on TikTok has been shrinking more and more as many other things that belong to me when it gets cold. TikTok, TikTok is a time measuring instrument that means you're running out of time to make a video. You've got to make it quick. You don't have much time to get your point across or be heard. Many believe that it is causing Americans to be dumber. Some think that it's making the world dumb, this app. This website being based in the United States could possibly have influence, anti-American influence, and or pro-American influence. Would they really go out like this? Would TikTok really go out without a fight? If they were to get an American owner, the app could be sold, and maybe we can salvage TikTok. As before, will it be enough? Would we need subsequent buyers to invest in this app? And would the favoring by President Donald John Trump saving this at the 25th hour be enough? Would the 90-day extension be sufficient to keep TikTok on the airwaves? But we don't want Chinese influence in our country. And I mean, we don't want Chinese influence in our country. We have Chinese influence, and we want Chinese influence. And we also want the propaganda. We want them to spy on us. We want to have the freedom to decide for the Chinese Communist Party to put content out to us and allow us to create content on this app. As a basic human right, we should have the right to do so. Does the government pay our cell phone bills? Does the government pay for if we need new glasses because we destroyed our eyes or destroyed our hearing from too much media, too much living, too much noise, too much water in the ear? No. So why should they decide now that we should not have this app? Those young people under the age of 50 that are young, as myself, and also under the age of 50, there's a lot to be said about this app. There's a lot to be said for these influencers. They have a bit of gratification every time these videos get uploaded. And every time they watch a funny video, that's another dopamine hit that goes to their cerebellum, medulla oblongata, and makes them forget about their problems for a little while. While it can be argued if it lowers or increases someone's intelligence, the fact cannot be ignored. Once they go on an app, any app, and commit time to watching a video of educational importance or not, of leisure activity, of fart jokes, and toilet humor, that is a time spent engaging in that behavior. Just so as someone would engage in being in a classroom, studying something, or being at work for 6 to 8 hours. Or as in Texas, 5 hours with a 30-minute break. That time could be spent doing something else. There's a trade-off. Economics teaches us that there's always a trade-off. If you are in fact on TikTok, you cannot be shaving your face. If you are eating an apple, you cannot at the same time on GPT typing an article about how an apple tastes. No. There's trade-offs in life. There's trade-offs in economics. Being on TikTok means you give your time to the app. Not being on TikTok means you're giving your time to something else. In something to hand, as Martin Heidegger once said, the less time we give something is the less we care about it. And the more time we give something is the more we care about it. We must have something to hand. That's saying we must have something to hand. If we have nothing to hand, we are not occupying our time. Is it a proper use of time to have something to hand? Or is it a proper use of time to not have something to hand? It may be argued that sleep is very important in idle activity, and that if you can make money while you are doing it, you are very much more wealthy than a large percentage of the world. There's no good time spending any time doing anything. There's nothing a human being can do by spending their time well. So why ban TikTok and have us have less options to spend our time and more options to spend our time not using TikTok? The substance of the matter is moot. We should have the choice to spend our times doing and being what we would like if we had this agency. If we're not in prison to do so, would the ability to interact with other human beings be completely removed by using TikTok or YouTube or Facebook or our personal website or our banking app for our finances or our niece or our daughter's birthday or getting weave installed for 5 hours or taking a toss in the toilet or doing 1,000 push-ups in 1 hour? How one chooses to spend their time if they are able to do so and has the agency to do so. If they decided to do so and they're not hurting anyone, breaking any laws, there should not be any restrictions. Therefore, if they are in a free country, if they have agency and autonomy, there should not be any limits to if they want to use an app or become an app or apply themselves to an app or make applications to apply themselves to apply to aplomb, to be applicable, to apply to applied sciences or maths. There should be no limit, though there is a limit. This is all finite. TikTok will not last forever. This stream will not last forever. Thank God. YouTube will not last forever. The sense of time will not last that long. What time is it? So allow TikTok to run its course. Allow us to use TikTok. President Donald John Trump, please save TikTok, lest we don't know what these children will do if they can't use TikTok. Maybe they'll carjack you. Maybe they'll steal your PS5 and pawn it to buy illicit substances. Perhaps they will knock off a liquor store to sell the liquor to buy an iPhone 18. Maybe they'll go to church, go to bed at 8 o'clock, and thank their parents for birthing them. Whatever way a person will spend their money, whatever way a person will use an app, download a website, or spend their money, if they're not hurting anyone, for God's sake, let them do it. Give them permission to do it. Give them the free will to do it. Let them provide you with the knowledge that they don't need your permission to do it. And please allow us to get together on these apps and participate in the social order that is the internet, our digital playground. Jeff Dungeon YouTube channel. Thank you and goodbye. And goodbye, and goodbye, and goodbye, and goodbye, goodbye.